أحوها. If his eyes fail into a woman, her husband must divorce her so he can if her. Let us use Google translation, because maybe Christian Prince is not showing you the truth. And again, by the way, those who say is lying to you is not truthful. This is Tafsir al-Qurtubi. This is one of the biggest sheikhs in the Muslims. This guy, his ass is 20 times bigger than the Quran when it's come to knowledge about the Quran. Translate to English. Interpretation of Al-Qurtubi, volume number 14, page number 212. All right. Here you can go and see, and you will see it's the 16, the total 16 advantage or privilege Muhammad have. Okay, what are they? All is about money and sex. Money and sex. Here the word nikah, they translate it as marriage. Women, she can offer herself. The Prophet do not need to pay her. He can if her without paying her money. He can give an oath to his spouse and he don't need to keep them. He can have sex during the Hajj. He can have sex around the Kaaba. And then if his eyes, if his sight, number 10, falls into a woman, her husband must divorce her so the Prophet can if her, and she became permissible for him. Do you see it? Do you see it, my friend? This is a clear sign of mental illness. For all those privileges is not a privilege for a prophet of God. Those are a privilege for someone taking advantage of those poor people. He's a scammer. And he is, because of his mental illness. You see, I believe that even a scammer, he has mental illness. Why? Because he's not thinking right. Maybe you can be successful to take the money of somebody, but that will not change the fact that you have mental illness. You're sick. Stealing the money of people, especially poor people. That is a sign of clear sickness. Evil inside him. So if his wife, Aisha, she said, well, look like your God. It seemed to me that your God, the one you call him Allah, is nothing but a scam. Scam you created so you can satisfy your sexual needs. I challenge any Muslim to tell me what is really the religion name which the Prophet, he make sexual privilege and money privilege about him. What is the name of that religion? Is that called Islam? Why you don't go on TV and tell people that the reason Prophet of Allah, he is a prophet, he never broke a promise. Well, all his promises are broken. Here we go. He take an oath to his wives and he do not need to keep his oath. That means he's a liar. He do not need the fall of oath between his spouse. He can take an oath for them and he don't do it. This is a privilege. Imagine a privilege to be a liar. A privilege of the Prophet is to be a liar who say an oath and he break his oath even to his wives. And not only that, Muhammad, he made a chapter or a verse that nobody can marry his wives after him. See how sick he is? If you ask a Muslim, can the wife of Muhammad, any of them, marry after the Prophet? He will say, no, they cannot. Okay, that's a cow. Why? Is it lawful in Islam to marry a widow? Yes, it's lawful. Okay. Well, Aisha now, Muhammad, he died, and she is not even 18 years old. Can Aisha marry someone? No. Why? Guess why? Because the sick Muhammad, he don't even want those women to live after him. He wants them to be a property. So he claimed that Allah, he gave him a chapter. And the chapter says, don't if the wives of the Prophet. If you do so, you are hurting him. Can you believe it? Read carefully. It does not behave to you to give offense to God apostle, just as it would not behave or behove to you to marry his widows. You see the clear sign of mental illness? He owned them until death. Every woman Muhammad he slept with, nobody can sleep with. A clear sign of mental illness. Selfish, sick, idiot. So now Aisha, she is 18 years old, 17 going in her 18, and now she cannot marry. If you ask Muslims why marriage is allowed for a widow, they will say to you because it's more better, so she will not be tempted, she will not go sleep around, and that is the best way. Okay, how come only Muhammad wives, they are not allowed to practice what is against temptation? Isn't it better for Aisha to get married again? No, no, and not only that. He claimed that his wives are the mother of Muslims. Do you see how the privilege is fading all over Muhammad? And all of it is about sex. You know, we can ask the Muslims the same question. Hey Muslims, what is the privilege of Jesus in Christianity? Any Muslim can show me one privilege, it is sound fishy? Where is Mr. Hunter? Hey Hunter, pick up your cherries. Can you pick up your cherries about Jesus? What is the privilege of Jesus compared to the privilege of Muhammad? Can you show me a privilege which sound bad? Or even if you have any privilege? Did Solomon have 700 wives? My friend Solomon, he was not a good man anyway. You're an idiot. Who said that he was a good man? Who said, did God say to him, go and marry 700 women or 1,000 women? Solomon and even his father, they were doing what kings do. That is a stupid claim. Can you show me where God says to this man, go and do this? If you go actually read, you will see the Jews are attacking those names. God reject even their money to be in the temple until they repent. So we have a huge difference between this and that. There's someone he repent, ask God for forgiveness for the sin he do, and there's a guy he make God is the reason for his sin. And God told me to marry as many as I want. Did Solomon says God told me? Can you show me the verse? Is it God who told Solomon to go and marry women as he like? I'm waiting for your answer. I'm showing you your prophet saying, my God told me. All the privilege I showed you, Muhammad, he claimed it's coming from his God. Can you show me the privilege of Solomon coming from God? You cannot. Right? Your God said it is wrong to Solomon to have such, what, I don't know this guy. Yeah, for sure, my God, he condemned all of them. Go read the Torah. And actually, one of the amazing things about the Torah, that part of the book is written in the time of those names, Solomon and David. And it's written in their time, negative things about them. Can you believe it? And they are the kings, while they all exist as kings. Any Muslim have anything to say? So here we have verses from Muhammad claiming that his God, he gave him those privileges. Why? What does this have to do with God? The Bible speaks about sin, the sin of those names. Muhammad, he speaks about his holiness. He broke the law. In the Old Testament it says a king is commanded not to multiply horses or wives. He knew the command. He should not multiply. He broke the command. Do you see it? So he's a sinner. Any Muslim? Muhammad, he do the opposite, but he claimed that Allah, he told him to do that. So Muhammad, he broke the law of Prophet before him too. He's doing it just for fun. Abraham, okay, you see, here we go. The story of Abraham again. Did God say to Abraham to marry the slave girl? No. Actually, the opposite. But the guy, he was desperate to have a child. He's not marrying just to marry. He's not marrying for sex, even though it wasn't right. You see here your stupidity? Can you show me the verse where God says to Abraham, go, marry, have second wife? So a Muslim, he is so desperate to defend his prophet, but always they fail. And look, we say to them, what is the privilege of Jesus? They show you the privilege of Solomon, who was a king disobeying God. So you agree with me that Jesus, he did not give himself any privilege, and he never broke the law. And Jesus is the person of extreme decency. Do you see how they escape, or they try to escape? They fail. If Jesus want to do what man do, and he is a person of a scam like Muhammad, how many women they would love to marry Jesus? Can you imagine? Just a thought about it. Jesus even never owned a donkey. Did he charge people for miracles he do? Imagine if I can today make the blind see, just the blind, not all disease and illness or disability. Just make the blind see. How much rich I will be. How powerful I will be. Imagine if I can just raise people from death like Jesus. Kings will bow down to me. They will give me all their money to keep them alive. Still, Jesus never asked for a privilege. Not only Jesus never asked for a privilege, he said to his disciple when they tried to push him away from washing their feet, if you don't let me do it, you don't belong to me. If you don't let me wash your feet, I don't know you. You don't belong to me. You have nothing to do with me. Jesus did not ask for a privilege to be a master even. His privilege is to be a servant. You see the huge difference of what we are talking about? While your God Muhammad was making chapters and verses about his penis and his testicles and his pocket, Jesus was busy making the blind see, the dead alive, the sick healed, and he was washing his followers' feet. When Jesus, he wanted to wash the feet of his disciple, Simon and Peter say to him, Lord, you are washing my feet. In Arabic, we call him Simon or Shamun. Jesus answered and said, what I'm doing to you, you do not understand now, but you will know after this. Peter said to him, you shall never wash my feet. Jesus answered, if I don't wash you, you have no part with me. If you don't let me wash your feet, that's it, it's over between us. Simon Peter said to him, Lord, not my feet only, but also my hands, my head. If this is what you want, I'm all yours. That is my Lord, my friend. And that is the scam your prophet. So when the Muslims try to present to us Muhammad the amazing man, they always fail. Muhammad was a scam in every scale. All his life is about his penis, his money, his women, his gold and his silver. And then the Muslim, they say to us, do you know when the Prophet, when he died, he borrowed money from the Jews? Muhammad, he killed all the Jews when he was dying. There's nobody left. What a big fat lie. Isn't it Muhammad who says, if I've been victorious, I will kick every single Jew and Christians? So wow, when he was dying, he was borrowing. He gave his arrow and his spear to a Jew. This is one of the lies they say to us. But Muhammad, he kicked them all. Not a single Christian, not a single Jew. Until now, there is no single Christian or Jew in Saudi Arabia. He is a citizen. Why? Because since then, they killed all. The lucky one is the one who escaped, run away in the desert. The unlucky is got killed. Do you see it? Somebody saying, CP, why you compare between Jesus and Muhammad? I'm not comparing, my friend. We cannot compare between God and the devil. This is not compare. We are showing the difference between the darkness of the evil, satanic Muhammad and the light of God. We are not comparing. There's nothing to compare. Everything about Jesus is amazing. Love your enemy. Who 2,000 years ago somebody coming and saying to us, love your enemy. You cannot even say it now. That's out of any statement. You see, they start quoting for you philosophy and yoga, and you see, like, you know, this guy with his name Sadhguru accepting the other, and then he go flag my videos, you know, Sadhguru. We need to learn how to accept each other. Then he go and flag my videos. See how the scam work? It's the same as Muhammad. Jesus in the cross, he said, forgive them, Father. They do not know what they are doing. See, many can make good speeches, including me and you. We need to forgive people. Jesus told us forgive everybody. And then when something happened, we start cursing left or right, and maybe we'll grab our gun and shoot. But Jesus in the cross, he said, forgive them, Father. Who? Forgive who? The one who just put nails in his hands. The one who was just torturing him. The one who put a spear in his chest. The one who put nails in his feet. The one who put, you know, all kind of ugly plants in his head. The one who made him drink vinegar instead of water. Forgive them, Father. What Muhammad he did? Muhammad says, kill them wherever you find them, cut their fingertips. Even Muhammad, he is a torture, horrible movie person. Muhammad, he claimed that his God told him. His God, not him. That the best joy for him is to cut their feet and their legs from different directions, opposite directions. That is supposedly justice. My keyboard sometimes is not responding. Anyone who wage war against Allah Prophet. How you wage war against Allah Prophet? It can be anything. Like me now, I'm waging war. What is the punishment? What is the punishment? To cut his hands and his feet from opposite direction and to be crucified. The one who waged war against Allah and his apostle, what we do to them? Slay them. Cut their hands, cut their feet. Crucify them. That is Muhammad. A woman, she spoke against Muhammad. Her name is Qirfa. She is over 8 years old. Do you know what the first thing Muhammad he did to her? He tied her legs, her feet in 2 different camels, and he ordered the camels to run in 2 different directions. The result is he split the women alive. That is the faith in Muhammad. Right? A Muslim saying, didn't Jesus say, slaughter your family alive if they are non-believers? How are you, Qasim? Do you like to call me, my friend, and I will make you read it live on air so everybody will laugh with us? Let us take a screenshot of what Mr. Qathim he said. Qathim, I think his name Qathim, like Muhammad. A question to Mr. Qathim. Do you dare to call me and to read what you just gave me? Or you don't? Just to show you how Muslims, you know, they make articles, they copy paste, but their articles are articles of idiot. Can you show me the reference so we can read together? Do you like to call me? This is the verse. Isn't it your prophet, he said, the one who changed his religion, kill him? The one who changed his religion, kill him. Those are Jews. Changing religion for them is a change of ethnic. You are not a Jew no more. You are out of us. And your prophet was trying to copy the Jews. Whoever of you change his religion, kill him. Your brother, your father, your son, your daughter, doesn't matter. Are you against it now? Qathim, are you against it? Is that bad? So you are showing me something bad, right? Thank you very much. If that is bad for the Jews to do, then it's bad for Muhammad to do. So you confirm to us that Muhammad is bad. For the Jews, it was way more than just religion and God. For they are trying to preserve their nation. For God, he is going to punish them if they are not following him. So what they do is say the one who will try to take us astray and get the anger of God on us, we are going to punish them to keep our society clean from worshiping pagan. Your prophet, he was a pagan, still kissing black stone, still go around the Kaaba, still he believed stone erases sin, still he take what the Jews say is the one who changed the religion, kill him. Right? The Quran says that. Oh, hold on, let me show you what the Quran says about your mother, Qathim. You are a coward like your prophet. I just showed you what your prophet says. Whoever changes religion, kill him. But as long as you mention this, just to show you guys how they lie to you. The Quran says, why you don't call me so we can have a nice conversation? The Quran says if your mother and or father are non-believers and they tell you to worship other gods, say no to them, but to treat them kindly. Guys, did it say here treat them kindly? Read carefully. Did it say here treat them kindly in this word? Okay, thank you very much. Remember, it's you who gave me the verse. It is you who mention it. A clear sign of Muhammad being crazy man. Again, let us put it for you on the screen. Chapter 31, verse number 15. Remember, okay? And if you don't like this translation, we can change it for you. You know, if you like Yusuf Ali or anything. Read carefully with me. You are the one who said chapter 31, verse number 15, right? 13, 31, 15. This is 31:15, where it says, Are you there, Mr. Let me see if the chat is running. Okay. So let us say that this verse is saying what he is saying. So how can you explain this verse then? A great example of Muhammad being mental. Muhammad, he said, you cannot be loving to someone who oppose Allah, even if they are your parents or your family. Let us see. Read carefully with me, and we will put the two verses together. Remember, it is you who choose that verse for me, not me. And we will go back to that verse, by the way, because we will laugh at it more. Chapter 58 is about your parents, about your mother, about your father, about your son, about your brother. You will not find any people who believe in Allah and the last day, loving those who resist Allah and His Messenger, even though they were their father, their sons, or their brother, or their kindred, for such has written faith in their heart. Do you see it? So you cannot be a friend to them, you cannot love them, you have to hate them. So how it says, be kind to them? Let us go back to the verse you mentioned to us, because there's something wrong. Can we go there? So chapter 58 verse number 22 says, you have to be always an enemy to your parents. Let us see. We have enjoined a man to be good to his parents. Mr. what's his name? Qadhi. Was your prophet good to his parents? Was your prophet good to his parents? You will say to me, they died before he was born. Yeah, I agree. Muhammad's father died 4 years before his birth, which is weird, right? But this is not a question. Was he respectful to his parents? Muhammad, he never respected his parents. And we can prove it. Muhammad, he said, if a Muslim, he don't say the prayer before intercourse, Shaitan will be doing the women, and the son will be harmed by Shaitan, which means he will be the son of Shaitan. Based on this, Muhammad, he claimed that Shaitan, he had sex with his mother because his father was a pagan worshipper, and his mother was too. So Shaitan, he did boom boom to his mother. Muhammad, he claimed that his father and his mother are in hellfire. When the mother of Ali, she died, Fatima bint Asad, he slept with her in the grave to make the grave less press on her or pressure on her, which is very weird. Again, additional sign that he has mental illness. You sleep with the women in the grave to make the grave less pressure on her? Since when that will work? Did Muhammad sleep in the grave of his mother to make her grave less pressure on her? Did he dig the grave and he go and he hug the bones of the women who is his mother? Or he slept only with mother of Ali because she is beautiful and she is young? Right? No, it says, hold on. You see, guys, just to show you how they lie. Look at this. Look at this coward who don't dare to call me, yet he have a mouth. Look, it says, read carefully. Look what he said. It doesn't say your mother, it says your brother and your father, and it says you cannot take them as a friends. My friend, everybody is laughing at you. It says you will not find anyone who is a believer is good to his parents. Aba'ahum. You see the translation here says to you, just to show you how stupid you are. Aba'ahum, their parents. The translation here says the word father. Aba is for the parents. And their sons. And their brothers. So, if you're a brother, if your father, if your mother, and you know, I will go with you. Guys, the Quran doesn't say your mother, it says your father only. Did you see how stupid you are? So you cannot be nice, you cannot be nice to your father, you can be nice to your mother? Is that what you are saying? It's obviously saying to you, you cannot be loving to any of them, the whole family. Not only that, it says all the tribe. Oh, ashiratahum. All the tribe, not only the father and the parents, which mean your grandmother, your grandsister, you know, your auntie, everybody. You see the lie? So you cannot be loving, but Jesus says love your enemy. Jesus says love your enemy. Here you cannot be even loving to your own mother and your own son and your sister and your own brother. Do you see it? Now I want to go with you now. How come there's two verses contradicting each other? Look what it says here. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ يُحَادُّونَ اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ. Those who resist Allah, they are the most to be humiliated. So you have to humiliate your mother. Abba mean father. Abba mean father. I know Abba mean father. This is not even not Arabic. We know that. But Aba'ahum, when you say in general, that's mean their parents. But I will go with you. Let us say your father. So you are saying to me, I can be good to my mother, I cannot be good to my father? I will go back to the verse you gave me. You see how stupid you are? This is a contradiction. This is the verse you gave me. It says, treat them kindly. Who? Both. Right? Does it say both? Is it for both or only for one? Are you there? Was it only for one or only for both? So one verse says be good to them, to your parents. The other verse says you cannot be loving to them. Is your father is part of your parents, or you are a person who have a single mother? Your mother, she gave you birth by using some kind of plastic stuff. Plastic surgery, maybe she inserted you there. So here you see the contradiction. However, you will see that the one who's talking here is even not God, supposedly. It's a guy, his name is Luqman. That's not Allah. Luqman saying to his son, we taught the man to be good to his parents, so be good to me. So again, the example you gave me is a false example. Actually, the same chapter you gave me is one of the most funny, because Luqman, he said to his son, don't, the most voice Allah he hate is the voice of the donkey. What does have to do with the son of Luqman? His voice was a donkey? Is that God's advice? And when Muhammad, he said, whoever changes religion, kill him, that does not include your mother? I want an answer, Qadhi. Whoever change his religion, kill him. Between two brackets, I apostate. So are you saying if a woman, she changes her religion in Islam, you don't kill her? because she is the mother of somebody. I'm waiting for your answer. You cannot take them as a friend? No, it says yuaduna. Not only you cannot. You see, you are a liar. Here we go. It says yuaduna. They cannot be good to them. They cannot be loving to them. You are a potato again. You cannot be nice to them. You can change the translator as you want. You cannot be good to them. Period. Read it and laugh at yourself. And you will not find any of the people who believe in Allah doing that. Again, you get yourself busted. Now I'm asking you a question. If a Muslim woman, she leave Islam, she is a mother of somebody, shall she like should be killed or no? I'm waiting for your answer. Who is a Muslim can answer? It doesn't say that in Arabic. Guys, it doesn't say that in Arabic. But do you know Arabic? Do you like to call me and tell me what? Okay, guys, it doesn't say that in Arabic. Can we go and read the interpretation? People, it doesn't say that in Arabic, CP. We can go and read the interpretation. Do you accept? What interpretation you like? Al-Qurtubi, Al-Tabari, Al-Jalalain, Ibn Kathir, which one you like? Just to show you who's the coward here. It doesn't say that in Arabic. This is your translation, you idiot. None of the translation I'm showing is my translation. It doesn't say that in Arabic. So what it says in Arabic? Hey, let us see the interpretation. Hold on. Let us go to Tafsir Ibn Kathir. Now he will say Ibn Kathir is stupid. He don't present Islam, brother. He is a Jew. He's a Hindu. It doesn't say that, CP. Chapter 58, verse number 22, Ibn Kathir. Or even a Jalalain. Yes, we want Jalalain. And we go to Ibn Kathir, no problem. Anyway, our topic is Muhammad suffering from mental illness. Muhammad suffering from mental illness. We will not change the topic, but we will go back. 58, the chapter, sorry. Read and laugh. Where is the admin? My admins are asleep. The name you mentioned, he would not even dare to say hello to me. And he is the one who exposed Muhammad too. This Tariva singer, he said that the one who said Jesus is born of a virgin, he is a liar. This is coming from the Greek mythology. Go watch the video. I made a video about it. Which means he's claiming that Allah is a fraud and Muhammad is a fraud. Read carefully. You will not find people who believe in Allah and the last day. Love him, be friends. Those who oppose Allah and his God messenger, even though they are persons where their father, that they say to believers, father, their sons and their brothers, and you see it? But maybe you don't like this interpretation. We go to different interpretation. It says don't be friend and don't be loving, both. Let us go to Ibn Abbas, the cousin of Muhammad, bigger scam. It says here, okay, you cannot be loving to those who, okay, in matter of religion, meaning the people of Mecca, blah, 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 and their relative, blah, 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 okay. And then he cast love of their faith of their heart and has stringed them, okay. This is a Muslim, supposedly. It's just a stupid story. But we end with the same. So now we go back to Muhammad, the sick man. It is really a clear proof, additional to Muhammad trying to commit suicide, that he is mentally ill. Absolutely. Read with me this hadith as an example. When a man is not homeless, he have a house, he have many wives, he have a lot of money. He married number 2 rich person in the town, Khadija. So he raided a lot of money. And then this rich man, he go and he jump in the water, have dead dogs, and women blood from period, and stinking garbage thrown in it. How we can explain such a behavior? So we showed you Muhammad, the stinky man who goes after women they are married. We showed you Muhammad, the stinky man who go after a woman she is married to his son. We showed you Muhammad who if his eyes fall into a woman, her husband must divorce her. We showed you the privilege of Muhammad from the book of Al-Qurtubi, and we gave you the interpretation live on air. We showed you Muhammad trying to commit suicide many times. All of those are from Muslim books. Now Muhammad is literally stinky. You see, if you say the word stinky, a Muslim might say to you, that's, you are insulting. Well, a man who shower himself with stinky garbage and stinky water and stinky sewage water, what we will call him, what he will be? This is the link for the hadith I showed you, or the interpretation from Al-Qurtubi book. If you like to save it, it's going to open for you in Arabic, but still you can open it and use Google translation. Open it on Google browser. So a prophet who is mentally healthy, why he want to jump in little tiny water in the size of a big jacuzzi, and this water have dead dogs, women blood from period, and garbage. And the hadith says, not me, and this is the Muslim translation, stinky. All those things are thrown in the water where Muhammad now is taking his favorite beautiful shower. Right? Any Muslim can tell us why this is happening. Any Muslim? Who is a Muslim is willing to practice what Muhammad did? And by the way, this is described in details because we have the size of this water, we have the height of this water, so it's very small. Very small. It's smaller than a very small swimming pool. It's not even a jacuzzi. So imagine you are in a jacuzzi full of dead dogs. And remember, it doesn't say a dead dog. Do you see, guys? It doesn't say dead dog. It says dead dogs. Are you with me? The hadith does not say dead dog. It says dead dogs. How many? How many dead dogs there? The hadith did not say a woman menstrual clothing from period. It says menstrual clothes, which mean many women, they are throwing their, in the old days they used to use a piece of fabric to suck the blood from their period. Many. And how much stinking things were thrown there? A lot. And stinking things, not stinky thing, were thrown in. Do you see it? The Quran says, be nice to non-believers. This is abrogated. You are a scumbag like your prophet. This is a clear sign of Islam being a scumbag religion. Because if Islam says, be nice to non-believers, then how Islam says, kill the non-believers? Scam. When Muhammad was weak, he said things. When he gets strength, he killed them all. A clear sign of a scam. A thief. He knocks at your door, says to you, I'm the cable guy. Let me get in to fix your cable. You say, okay, sir, go ahead. I will make a nice drink for you. I will make you some tea. You go to the kitchen, you come back, you have a gun, he put it in your head, he kill you, he take your money. That's Muhammad. The Quran says, be kind to non-believers. So how the Quran says, kill them wherever you find them? Stupid idiot. Isn't it your prophet says, I've been ordered to kill all mankind until they say there's no God but Allah, and they eat my hummus? and they give me their women so I can have sex with them? So your prophet, he told you to be nice to non-believers? Is that what your prophet did? So what this is in the Quran here? You know, the purpose of this guy, by the way, to take us away from talking about the madness of Muhammad, but doesn't matter, we will go back, don't worry. Let us read together what Muhammad, he said. Muhammad was so nice to the point he kicked all the Jews and all the Christians from the Arabian Peninsula. I mean, he's very nice. Look how nice Muhammad. The Messenger of Allah said, if I live, if Allah wills, I will expel the Jews and the Christians from the Arabian Peninsula. Now we prove that Muhammad was very, very, very nice. Isn't it clear? I will be nice to you, Qatham. If I am victorious, I will kick you away from the country you live in. You see how nice I am? Very nice. How he was going to expel them? He will buy them an airplane ticket. He will buy them a house in a different country. He will not take their house and their property, brother. He will not take their gold and silver, brother. No, brother. He will buy you a house in Miami Beach, the Prophet. And then he will buy you a ticket. And he will say to you, please, can you go to Miami? But you say, Prophet, I don't like to go there because this is my homeland. No, listen. I made a promise that I have to kick all the Christians and the Jews from the Arabian Peninsula, and now I have to keep my promise and send you to Miami. Is that what happened? What a coward. The majority of the scholars say it hasn't what? It hasn't been abrogated. Okay, hold on. Guys, if it was not abrogated, that's mean the Quran have contradiction. Because the Quran says in chapter 9, verse 29, kill the Christian and the Jews because they don't worship Allah. So how, and the Prophet said in the Quran, which means Allah, Aka Muhammad, when you see them, you have to force them to walk in the most narrow alley. So I will go with you and let us see who is the scumbag here. You see how stupid you are? So what we will do with this verse? It says you have to force them with willing and submission and feel themselves subdued. The Prophet says be nice to them. Feel themselves subdued. The Prophet says be nice to them. Feel themselves subdued. Okay, how we can make them feel subdued? The Prophet, he said, the nice Prophet, remember, if you meet a Christian in the street, you have to force him to walk in the sewage. The Prophet says be nice to the Muslims. My scholar told me it's not abrogated. What a scam. The only reason, by the way, I allow you to text in the chat, because we need your lies. Literally. Your lies is a great example of what Muslims they do every day when they speak in public. Read carefully. This is the Prophet. He is very nice to the Christian, to the Jews, to the Hindus. Brother and sister, my name is Dr. Sabil Ahmad, and now I'm going to teach you about how peaceful the Prophet is. Abu Hurairah reported that the Prophet, may Allah bless him, and he grant him peace, brother. He said, don't give people of the book greeting first. Force them to walk in the narrowest alley in the road, in the part of the road. Allah Akbar, Alhamdulillah. You see how the Prophet is so nice, brother? You see it? Ibn Kathir says, okay, hey guys, did this idiot just quote Ibn Kathir? Did this guy just quote Ibn Kathir? Let us go to Ibn Kathir. In 2 seconds, he will regret. He will say, I don't want Ibn Kathir. But they to like your Prophet. Brother, let me quote for you Ibn Kathir, brother. Let's go to Ibn Kathir. Is that Ibn Kathir, brother? I mean, this Sabil Ahmad, when he talk, I don't know from which area the voice is coming from, but it's extremely funny. He don't sound like a male, doesn't sound like a female, but sound like somebody is farting. Okay. I don't know what's wrong with this website. It's not working. Somebody need to repair it. Guys, do you remember the website we used last time? Let me see. What is the website I used last time? Because this website is not working. It was a good website. I hope I did save it in the favorite. Let's see, hold on. Brothers and sisters, today we are going to show you how the Prophet of Allah was so nice and so merciful. Sabil Ahmad. Question, are you reading a meal? Let us see, where was the website? Anyone did save it? The website from last time for Ibn Kathir? I'm trying to find it. Did you even listen to what Ibn Kathir said? Yeah, I will show you what Ibn Kathir said. Okay, I will show you everything. I will show you everything Ibn Kathir said. Yeah. The Byzantine and the Jews, your prophet, he is the one who invaded them, you coward. It's your prophet who invaded the Byzantine. He is the one who said, attack the Byzantine, the blonde, so we can get the blonde girls. I will show you that. Stupid coward like your prophet. Where we put this one? Let us see. There is a website we used last time. Okay, hold on. Maybe we can do this. Maybe if I go to history. Maybe I can find it. Because for some reason this website is not functioning. Here we go, we found it. Let me share it with you guys, this website, in case in the future we ask for it, because for some reason the traditional website we use is not working. So this is the website I'm using right now. It's called The Word of Allah, which is sick. So we go now to chapter 9, verse 29, and we will see what Ibn Kathir he said. Just to show you what I will show you everything Ibn Kathir he said. And then you will say, I don't accept Ibn Kathir. Did your prophet kick every single Jew and every single Christian? Yes. Did the Christian in the Arabian Peninsula fight your prophet? No. Is the Christian in the Arabian Peninsula or the Roman? No. You coward son of Muta. Let's go. Did the Byzantine they attack Muhammad? No. Who is the one who sent letter to the Byzantine says convert to Islam so you will be safe? Muhammad. Did he attack them and he took an army there? Yes. Now this is Ibn Kathir. Read carefully, you coward. Read carefully. This is chapter 9, sorry. And in a second everybody will see. This is chapter 29. Here we go. Now we will see how they try to lie. And by the way, I'm grateful for having a Muslim lying to us, because this is the best way to teach the Christians. So remember what this Muslim was saying in the chat. Look what the Quran says. إِنَّ الْمُشْرِكُونَ نَجِسٌ فَلَا يَقْرَبُوا الْمَسْجِدَ الْحَرَامَ بَعْدَ عَامِهِمْ هَذَا. Those who they are mushrikeen, which means they associate with Allah or they worship different God, they are filthy. This is how Islam look at you. Filthy. And that is the excuse for them not to get close to Mecca. This is why if you go now, you will see in the highway of Mecca, it says Muslims only. See, the Muslim, they say to you, in South Africa, they used to have buses for the white and buses for the black. Racist, absolutely. They have it until now in Saudi Arabia, based on the teaching of Islam, based on the teaching of the Quran. Muslims only. The most filthy, racist cult you can imagine ever. Muslims only. Imagine if we have in America a sign, a road for Muslims, a road for because the sign here is for Muslims only. This is only clean people, they can go in this road. You see, this is why it's green. The Muslims are green. They are going to go to heaven. Those are non-Muslims are in red, for they are filthy, they are hell people. Do you see it? So the Quran says, and based on that, we have this sign until now in Saudi Arabia. إِنَّمَا الْمُشْرِكُونَ, just those who they are not Muslims are filthy, disgusting.